Hello, percussionists. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you had an awesome holiday and that you are enjoying your online learning this week. So, anyways, in today's video, we are actually going to be starting to learn Star of the County Down, the A part, or the main melody. So, you'll notice that my sheet music on here looks a lot like your sheet music. It's just mine is the digital version. So, the way that you have to read this when you are learning the A part is reading the top line of each of the systems. So, A. So just making sure you're reading the top line. If you look at the B part, you're going to be in the wrong spot. That's for another video. So that is how you read it. There are some new concepts in here that we haven't taken a look at before. So one of the things you may have noticed is if I zoom in and go to the beginning. So right here at the beginning of each line, we have 3 flats in our key signature. So we're really used to playing B flat and E flat, and most of the time we have been playing that. But there's a 3rd flat in our key signature that hasn't been here. If you're in grade 7, you probably haven't seen this before. In grade 8, you would have seen it maybe last year. But if this flat were a note, so it's on the 2nd space of the staff, what would that be? Think about that for a second. What note's on the 2nd space of the staff? And let's pull up a little chart to give us a little bit of help here. So, 2nd space, it is an A. But since there is a flat right here, it tells us every single A has to be an A flat in our piece. So whenever we have a B, an E, or an A in this song, they have to be played as B flat, E flat, and A flat. So let's actually just go through like the top line. And let's just pick out any A flats that we may have in our piece. So let's go from the beginning. And oh, is this first note, is this an A flat or not? What do we think? If it was right here, it would be an A flat, but it's not. So let's move it back down. So that's a G. Okay. No. Oh, that's a G. Again, if it was up here, it would be an A, so there'd be an A flat, but let's move it back down. So not quite there. Let's keep looking. Nothing so far. That's a high B flat, so not quite. Oh, it's a low G. Again, if it was right there, then it'd be an A flat. Okay, Okay, so in the A part, there's no A flats. So you're probably thinking like, okay, but like, why does this key signature exist then if there's no A flats in my A part? And because if you look at the B part, we have a C, the 2nd note. The 2nd note is going to be an A flat. So in the B part, we are going to run into it a couple times. So now you know at the beginning of the piece, every single B, E, and A have to be flat in the whole song. There is a big difference between an A and an A flat. And if I just go to like my little xylophone over here, you can kind of hear A flat, A flat, A. You hear the difference between them. A flat's a little bit lower in pitch, so big difference between those 2 notes. So make sure you're not getting them mixed up. So that is that. That is a key signature. The next thing we're going to take a look at is maybe a couple notes that we haven't seen before. So the very first note of the piece I've already mentioned, this is a G. And G is fairly low. We're not really used to playing down that low. So if we take a look at our chart right here, so G is right there on our mallet instrument. And we have a couple of those in the piece. So we have G, we have another G right here, we have one right here. No low Gs, there's a high G. There's another low G right there. One more right here. And that's the last one. So it does show up a couple times in this piece. So again, the way that we play that is right here on our bell kit or xylophone or whatever you are using to learn this melody. So right there is that new G. Another note that we may not have seen before is this one right here. So let's try and figure out what this one is. So there's a ledger line and it's right above the ledger line. So let's take a look at our chart and let's look for a note that's above the ledger line. Aha! Right here. So it says it's a B, but now, remember that key signature thing we just talked about? Is it going to be a B or a B flat? And if you said B flat, you are correct. Every single B, E, and A's are flat in our whole entire piece, so we have to play B flat right here. Oh, I wish this was an interactive xylophone. I want to click it and hear a note, but it's not. So that is a high B flat. Same thing as low B flat, just an octave higher. So those are the only two notes in here that should be maybe the ones that were a little bit more unfamiliar. So we have that low G and that high B flat. So you're probably curious to hear what this song sounds like. So let's actually just go to the A part only because that's what we're learning. And let's play it from the beginning so you can hear what it sounds like. It's under tempo a little bit, but it's okay. So that is Star of the County Down, the A melody part. So let's start learning a little bit of this. Give me a second. I'm just going to shift my camera over this way. And hopefully you can see my bell kit kind of shoddily set up over here. So the first thing we're actually going to take a look at is the first three notes of the song. So we're going to look at G, B flat, and C. And let's just repeat those a couple times. So we're going to play G, B flat, and C. So you can just join in with me whenever you're ready. So I'm just going to play those three notes on repeat over and over. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Yeah, exactly. The next part we're actually going to take a look at, if you look at my screen, is we're going to play high G and high B flat. We're going to ignore this E flat, pretend like it doesn't exist right now. So get rid of that, and we're just going to play high G and high B flat a couple times, which are right here. So just kind of get used to going in between those two notes too. Sounds very ambulance-y. Cool. And we're going to go at a really, really reasonable tempo from the beginning. And I'm going to sing the note names as I play it, and try playing along with me. You can pause in the middle of the video and like kind of go back to measures that you're having some problems with. So this is meant to be kind of played like a couple times over and over again, but I'm going to go from the beginning and I'm going to play, and I'm also going to sing and like say the note names out loud. So instead of saying like G, B flat, C, and just try to say B flat really fast, like I'm not going to say like B flat, E flat, or A flat. So just know that I'm going to say G, B, C, but really like I mean B flat, but it's just easier for me to sing. So let's go from the beginning and then let's try that. So you can play along, or you can air band, or you can say the note names with me, whatever that you find will be helpful. So let's go from the beginning and let's try that. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3. G, B, C, 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 B, C, E, E, F, E, F, G, F, E, C, G, B. G, B, C, 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 B, C, E, E, F, E, F, G, F, E, C, C, C. is the main melody of Star of the County. I'm going to shift back over here for a second. And just to give you a little bit of context of what it's going to sound like with the full band all together. So now my screen has a lot of notes on it. So there's like the flute part, the clarinet part, alto saxophone, tenor saxophone, trumpet, trombone. So now you see everything all mixed together. Percussion down here, the snare drum part that we're not taking a look at just yet. But if I play a little bit of what this sounds like. Kind of gives you an idea of what the full thing sounds like all together. The reason it sounds kind of like funny is because it's like fake instrument, so it's like not like a real trumpet or not a real clarinet, not a real xylophone playing. It's like computer generated MIDI instruments. But I am going to play the part along with this so you can kind of get an idea of what it sounds like all together. So I'm going to go from the beginning. You can try playing along if you want. Even if you just play the whole thing on one note, that's fine too. Just to get used to the rhythm, that'd be okay too. But let's go to the beginning. I'll go back to my bell kit, and I'll play along with this and feel like you can too. So whatever you are comfortable with. I'm gonna shift it over a little bit more. So, okay, I gotta hit play and I gotta get to my G really quick. So here we go. That gives you an idea of what the whole thing sounds like all together, which is going to be very exciting. So the part where I'm singing, play that back a couple times just to get really used to learning your part. Take it measure by measure. And please let me know if you have any questions. Good luck with your practice this week in learning this song. It's going to be awesome when we can put it all together in a possible recording project. So take care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.